People who suffer from limerence have emotional neglect in their childhood. It is due to the fact that our parents could not provide us with the security we needed. Maybe a parent or both criticized a lot, and we were always on the edge. A very perfectionist parent, and they always expect perfect things from us. They constantly find faults. Nothing was enough for them, and we constantly felt inadequate and unloved. Together with their criticism of us, we felt unloved at all. Emotional neglect is actually related to not being able to accept us as we are as a child. It is related to their inability to look at us, caress our head and give us affection when we express our feelings, when we are sad or cry. Or maybe they were too busy to give us emotional nourishment. Maybe mother or father or both were a very unhappy person and could not give us love. Or they were always tripping and angry and we could not understand. Or maybe they were emotionally absent to give us the nourishment we needed. As a result, we experienced the anxiety of abandonment and rejection. That's why we always sabotage other human relationships. Inside us, one side of us says don't get too close to people at all. The other side says, but I want to love and be loved. Even if we get into relationship, we make shallow, surface relationships. Then we say, I tried, but it didn't work out. Or by establishing relationships with people who will never happen, or by establishing very superficial relationships. Again, going to that fantasy world in our minds and trying to establish these relationships. Then we try to establish a relationship, but it doesn't work. Or we are in a relationship with someone, but since we can't have a deep and sincere relationship with them, we create something else in our minds. In a fantasy world to meet this, when we were a child, we used to protect ourselves from the house we were in by escaping to that fantasy world. That's why we may choose people who are emotionally inaccessible, physically inaccessible, impossible, maybe married, etc. People we can't get together with in 1,000 different ways.